Somebody made sure this didn't want to move. Why? I think I'm at the point where, as much as I would like to continue the weight reduction, at this point the big weight reduction is done and I need to work on other things, which means I'm going to have to drop the engine and tranny so that I can more easily remove the air conditioning components and get that clutch put in the transmission. And I'm going to start obviously by removing the battery, but I think I'm going to just for shits and giggles plug in the new lightweight battery, which, ooh, yeah, that's... Should probably start charging it just to make sure. It may very well have full charge, or it may not. I guess we'll find out, but it's so tiny. Not even as big as my head. Problem is, it's lithium, so I had to spend money on a special charger for it, and got plenty of outlets. Super tiny, it's like 5 pounds. Hold it with just a thumb and a forefinger. That's pretty damn nice. So, put this somewhere safe-ish. And I finally bothered to buy a 3/8 to quarter adapter, so I no longer have to muck about with this. Just need to make sure that I actually righty-tighty, lefty-loosen. Nope, other way. The other fun thing that I discovered is that these mirrors actually do fold, which after months of moving back and forth and edging around this in the garage, I'm going to have finally that extra couple inches of room. Come on. There you go. Of course, now I have to figure out how to fit this to these posts, even temporarily, because these do not look like that. And away goes the battery. There we go. All right, old battery. 40 pounds. Damn. New battery. Even gonna trigger the scale? No. The new battery is so light that my scale will literally not recognize it. I stood on the scale with and without it, and it gave me the same weight. So, maybe I'll try my kitchen scale, because it weighs something. So it turns out that these actually take an M6 1.0, which by fortune I happen to have exactly 2 of laying around, and they're a bit longer than the original, so I should be able to pull this off as long as I do so carefully. And of course the cable's not really flexible enough to pull that off. Oh, did that not actually go in there? Problem with these oh, is this going to be just like 2 millimeters too short? This is going to be just 2 millimeters too short, son of a bitch. Ah. Insert your favorite size matters joke here. So I don't have any other M6 screws or nuts or bolts or anything. I have plenty of nuts, I have plenty of washers. But I brought my tire gauge over here because I think I can probably lift this up and maybe get this to work. So let's try that instead. Is that... Did I make it happen? Oh yeah, there we go. All right, cool. Cool. There's always time for lubricant. Been a friend of mine. From the day I drove the car to the riverbed, they'd never heard what I've said. So pardon me for acting wise. I know what hides behind those eyes. Where do we go when the fight comes knocking at our door? All right, we have a temporary battery test. The anti-theft light is blinking, so there's battery power. I heard the fuel pump power up. Appropriate warning lights are on, and... It's been sitting a little while. The gas is probably bad. I'm going to blame it on that. Hopefully it's just that the gas has gone bad from sitting here a while. Fired right up last time. I mean, it's definitely cranking. There's no doubt about that. So now I'm starting to have some questions about the battery and charger and whatnot that I've picked. The battery was sitting on a float charger. It should have been at 100%, and those handful of times that I turned the engine over, I don't imagine would really drop it more than 10% of the battery's capacity. But by the same token, the little light on the face of the charger says that it's in stage 2, which the manual says that will only happen if the battery is below 90%. So maybe that was a little surface charging. It just needed a little extra oomph. So we'll try it after it's been on the charger a bit and see if that was enough, or if it really is the gas. I put some stabilizer in it now, just before trying to start it, so that I could fill the engine with stabilized gas, but obviously it has to make its way through the fuel lines to get up there. So that was my bad, and I hope I didn't gum things up too badly. All right, new morning, new jump cut. I've allowed it all night for the battery, obviously, to recycle the charge, and also for the fuel stabilizer to better distribute throughout the gasoline. I did crank it a little bit yesterday late in the evening just to kind of get some of the fuel stabilized fuel into the lines. So we'll see how it goes in this morning, which is a little bit chilly. Still in neutral, very important. Run the fuel through, but not too long because I don't want to gas myself with carbon monoxide. That would be an embarrassing way to die. So, fun things happened. That little bit of running the engine in the enclosed garage was enough to, actually several minutes later, not immediately, trigger the carbon monoxide detector in my garage, so I had to subsequently unplug that and ventilate the garage, and I should be safe now. Obviously a little more critical to have a carbon monoxide detector in your home, so that's Jason's plug for safety this week. Make sure you have a functioning carbon monoxide detector in your home, unless you have something like electric heat and no way of generating carbon monoxide in your house. Of course, if you have an attached garage, you have a way of generating carbon monoxide. I once responded, I was the medical director to a place where the husband was still alive barely and the wife had died. They had come back from somewhere and left the car running in the attached garage, and it caused carbon monoxide throughout the whole house. Separately, back when I was a paramedic, I showed up for a check on the welfare of a guy and found him in his closed garage, rigor mortis on his hands and knees next to the car, looking underneath it with a flashlight in front of him. The battery's long since dead, so I guess he was trying to figure out where that exhaust leak was coming from, and didn't find it in time. So yeah, I'm a little paranoid about things like that, so that's my safety plug for the week. Now I can take off the rest of this battery tray, presumably. I guess I didn't tighten that up enough last time. And step one in the engine removal sequence is park the car with the parking brake set. And right now I have this on the little wheel dollies, so it looks like I'm going to have to take it off the little wheel dollies. Fun.
So vivid and clear, I don't need a crowd, I got your company. It's something that you do to me, you take me over.
That is some boring shit right there. I hope I time warped it.
I've been waiting a long time for you to come around to me. And now that you're here, why don't you stay a while? You always give me a reason when I don't understand the signs. Oh, I'm loving the freedom you're bringing to me. Won't you stay a while? No, it ain't always easy.
Of course, there's several important prep steps before we take the engine out of the car. We get a little overexcited about the hoist thing, and got the hoist under the car about 12 steps before it was actually going to be necessary. This is where I discover whether I've selected a tray large enough to handle the output of my coolant system, because I'm draining the radiator. and maybe draining the radiator. How far out do I have to pull this thing? Okay. Oh, poop. Shit. Okay, we're good. Oh, no, we're not good. Crap. Ah. Whoa! Mess. Save the camera. Save the flashlight. Fuck. Shit. Okay. Now I've got cold radiator fluid fucking everywhere. Well, I mean, some of it's actually where it's supposed to be, I guess, but... like, none of it is coming out the place that I would have expected it to come out. Maybe I can control it a little bit better by tightening that up. There we go. Okay. Huh! Oh, fuck. Simple thing did not go well. Oh, what a mess. I think I can safely refer to that as not one of my finest moments. Okay, so just so we're clear here, anticipated behavior was the radiator fluid coming out this nozzle. Actual behavior was the radiator fluid coming out from the screw that I had to loosen to get it open. And I'm kind of wondering if something is plugged up in there. Or if I simply don't understand. No, that seems to be going where I was... Yeah, something's plugged up in there. Nothing's clear with a pipe cleaner. Will this fit? Yes, but it won't do anything. Okay. Whatever. Now the next step in the instructions is to turn the suspension bolt exactly 5 turns while holding the center shock absorber nut with an Allen key. And I think that is going to require some kind of specialty tool because an ordinary wrench is not reaching into there. So that's going to require a little bit of research on how to pull this off. In the meantime, though, there's a couple of things that I can do. The next steps were actually to remove the air filter and box and the battery tray, which I've already done. So I can kind of continue on after that. And okay, it sounds like the radiator has stopped trickling, so maybe I can fully remove that screw just to make sure that it's empty. Alright, now that I've made a total mess, let's see if I can pour the coolant into a container to dispose of it without screwing it up too badly.
Looking into your eyes, playing it off like it's different this time. Let's break our hearts for the fun of it. We're looking at dying to run the risk. I'll live in your head for the rest of your life. Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? Ooh, oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? Ooh, oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine?
Well, since an oil change is a more frequent thing than a radiator fluid change, I've done more of those, and hopefully I won't make that big a mess with the oil. That has to come out of the engine, no big deal. Yeah, so I guess we'll continue taking the engine out next time. And from all of us here at Dukes of Biohazard Racing, have a good evening. So good night, New York. May the road ahead be lit with dreams and tomorrows, which are lit with dreams. Also, stand tall, America. Trustworthy. recycling, wear a condom. And okay, good. Random loose brackets.